when Elizabeth goes to pick him up from school, and she goes, "Did you make good choices at school today?" And Aiden goes, "I made choices."
That's fair.
To which I could not be prouder.
That is the best answer.
That is awesome.
What do you have this time?
Oh, add to that.
I would really like to see that.
Add to that, I came home from work on, I think it was either Thursday or Friday. Like it was either yesterday or Thursday, I can't remember which. And I come home from work, and I pick him up and I set him on the bed, and I give him a hug. I go to give him a hug, and he leans in as if he's going to give me a kiss, and he burps in my mouth.
Little
Gosh.
It smells like
so
freaking
cool.
medicine.
That smells good.
It was...
One of those moments where you gotta be like,
That's a bad idea, but
it really does smell good. I kind of want to hear it too.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
You know,
No, you don't.
part of me wants to say that I never wanted to punch a kid before, but that would be a lie.
Oh god.
here, it's a lemony flavor. It'll get rid of it.
Oh God, no, I don't.
Yeah, but you're a teacher. It's expected of you guys.
Oh my god.
What the fuck are you smoking?
Just as
It's
long
like
as you
I
don't
just ate
actually
that
do it
fucking,
or hide it really
What's
well.
it called?
It's like I just mainlined fucking Listerine.
Oh
Oh god.
What the hell, Daniel?
Yeah.
I like it.
I hate my life.
I'm trying to die a painful slow death.
I want the paint on the inside and the outside.
I told my buddy earlier I was trying to vape enough antifreeze to kill myself.
Basically,
At least antifreeze.
I think that's
Accurate.
gross.
I think I'd rather vape antifreeze.
Same.
Antifreeze is at least sweet.
I like how you know
Yeah,
that.
that's why it has
Take
the
that shit like a
potential to kill
champ.
dogs. Because dogs will drink it because it's actually sweet.
It smells like pancakes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Whoa,
terrible
now
thing is I've seen people soak hot dogs in antifreeze and feed it to dogs to kill them.
Yeah.
Which is really fucked up. Yeah, no.
It's a terrible way for a dog to die.
It's also a shitty thing that it's used as like hobo wine because you can add it to a pre-done. Yeah. Basically, it's a way of artificially fermenting wine, and it can kill you. It's also one of the makes you go blind and shit like that.
Yeah.
Cody, do you want some wine?
I'm already blind, motherfucker.
I was talking about the death part.
You
Oh,
drive.
Not well.
You've driven us.
Drive
Drunk and blind.
drunk, blind, without my license,
And dumb.
and dumb.
You ever had glasses?
That was a get.
Yeah,
that was.
I legally have to wear glasses when I drive.
Me too.
That's upsetting.
Yeah, man. It sucks.
Same.
I'm legally blind.
Next time I'm driving this. I don't like. I hate driving, and I'd rather drive.
At least
I'm
I
getting
let me
insurance.
drive.
I'm getting
Let me
insurance
drive.
next week.
Hmm?
I'm getting insurance next week. I got all my shit back.
Did you get your license on Thursday?
I slept all day.
Oh my gosh!
I was tired.
Get your license. Ooh.
You specifically said the reason why you did not want to come over early on Thursday and do world building was because you were going to be getting your license that morning. You were going to be getting up early to go and do it. So not only do you flake
Yeah,
on...
but you had to know he was lying when he said I was getting up early.
No, no, he's
I wake up early
I
every
know,
fucking day.
I know. I was being facetious, you shitbags.
Was that the 3 a.m. or the 5 a.m. morning?
Yeah,
Please tell me it's on for all of this.
Yeah.
I wake up and then I nap.
I wake up and
That's not napping, that's blackouts.
Same.
Hey, mini blackouts. Get it right.
My issue is that...
At least one of them was a seizure.
Like, it's one thing to flake on us, okay? It's one thing to flake on, like, us individually or even us as a group. You flake on yourself.
Yeah,
I'm
fair.
responsible as working 80 hours a week and taking a nap on one fucking day.
No.
No.
I'm allowed to take a fucking
No.
break.
Naps are for losers.
You have to.
I'm an old
I
man.
disagree with that.
I'm like 70
You have
years
to
old.
make time for like the stuff that you gotta
Hold
do.
on.
For the almost $600 ticket, making time for that is working 80 hours a week.
Yeah, and also you gotta like.
I'll
gosh,
fucking do it
you need to
eventually.
be-
Yeah.
Well, then don't say you're gonna fucking do it, and then, like, on the day you're gonna do it, you don't fucking do it.
I'll get there.
Okay. Well, 'cause
I
it's
was
like...
sleepy and the room was really cold. My pillow was really cold, and I just.
I've already
You
asked
know,
you this, but
everyone
how do you
knows the
feel about
feelings,
losing your
right?
other brother?
What?
What?
I've lost 2 already.
Wait, what?
What?
Trying to say y'all are dead to him.
You remember when I was a kid, I was completely convinced that mom and dad, you're already laughing.
Oh, I remember that.
Him and Ben completely convinced us that we had two other brothers who were buried beneath our swimming pool.
What the fuck?
I was 100% convinced.
Oh, that's
He
so
then
funny.
convinced me of it.
Yeah, then I let it on to him, of course.
Oh,
100%.
we're fucking horrible. We're fucking horrible
I'm
family.
not.
I like that.
I'll fully admit it.
No, because it was like, well, if mom and dad end up not liking you, then you're just gonna join your brothers under the pool, and I'm like,
Right,
what?
exactly.
That's brave.
I mean, I shouldn't say shit for like the longest time. I had my little brother convinced that we adopted him from a family in China.
Okay,
Well, you're talking to the redheaded stepchild, so.
can we mention
That's
They're
something?
all redheaded.
It's always
He's the redheaded
that's
stepchild.
classic convincing your younger brother that he's adopted. That's a classic.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
then I just kept
absolutely.
on messing with him. It's like your real parents are in China picking rice.
Oh shit!
Oh.
Nice.
I was
No,
like,
they're white. It's not racist.
They think they're white. White people don't think they're white.
That's true.
That's always my concern.
Touche.
in my defense, I was 11 and I didn't know any better.
Oh, they knew better. They did to
Okay.
me.
I'm not making excuses for
In
that.
eighth
Yeah,
grade,
we absolutely
in eighth grade,
do.
we had that environmental thing we had to do at the college, the challenge, like search it and all them. And I was like, didn't study, sleep deprived, no one else studied, somehow I ended up being the team captain, so I always had to answer the questions. One of the on the fly questions was, how will agriculture be impacted by climate change? And we all just kind of like stared at them, so they tried to help us out and be like, well, what about like citrus farms? I was like, so it'll be flooded. Out of my mouth, I went, so we'll have rice pickers? It's better to say,
I feel so much better about myself.
You can't even say it.
See, they're just lucky I wasn't there because I would have been like, yeah, but that's okay because Mexicans can swim better. Like,
Okay.
I genuinely not. I'm not even kidding. I would have said that.
oh my
And you can upcast
I
it
went the
too.
racist Asian route.
Yeah.
That's where my brain went.
Enough of you know how
Yeah.
racist our family was, especially when I was
And it's a
like young.
bonus.
So
Did you see that?
I absolutely would not have hesitated to say something like that back
Oh, it's
then.
bonus section? Neat.
So you can bonus that to still cast one of your.
Yeah, I have stuff.
All right. Now, with that,
I assume it was him, but
No,
what
it was
level
not
is
I thought it
it?
was Jesse.
I'm not gonna make it.
Oh, it's
It'll
mine,
go
you
away
guy.
eventually enough.
That was yours.
No, it was not me.
Probably James.
What do you need? What do you? Oh,
what
okay.
happened?
Cody, what level is it?
You must be like down the window.
Or it was
My
him.
paladin can take
Or it was him.
it. Or no, my paladin already took
Porcano
it.
Los
I
Dos?
smell like shit in here.
Paladins. I don't think paladins.
The one that he killed. I know he has some, that's why I used to heal all of us during that fight.
No, they cannot take that. They can take healing word.
Okay,
Pass.
so
And maybe Claire.
now, last session started with all of you finally dipping your toes into the water, heading down into the heading towards the ruins of Ascarl. Ran into a set of electric eels, gaining back your second resident paladin, making a showy, flashy entrance as usual.
She's like, one hell of a target.
Finding your way to the center of the city, you did a little bit of exploring before finally heading into one of the larger buildings in an attempt to track down the portal that you were supposed to head through. Some of you unwittingly fell into, and a couple others walked in knowing that there was a problem. The open mouth of a gargantuan anglerfish. Upon sucking most of the party into its stomach,
Wow.
Of course. Always that one person. That one
Can he
person.
take extra damage from the just for that?
He's sleeping outside the hut. I already said it.
and I don't think it's possible for him to take psychic damage at this point.
I mean,
Damn.
Right
I
medicine check
mean,
for lobotomy.
Look him
Don't say that because he's gonna.
Possibly.
Don't say that because he's gonna assume that's a damage immunity.
There's a monster called a sturge. Look it up. See if they can help you.
Would
with
I,
it.
No.
would I rather lobotomize him or castrate him?
Why not both?
I mean,
Castrate.
I mean, if you're gonna try to,
Real fun.
if you're gonna
What
try
are
to
your real
castrate him,
friends for here?
if you're trying to castrate him, you're basically sanding off a pine knot on a board at this point.
Don't worry, we'll seal the wound with liquid mercury.
So, Dothrmar, due to a particularly good roll this time, being left behind to single-handedly attempt to fight this gargantuan anglerfish.
I put up a good fucking fight though.
He did, taking it down a substantial amount before finally succumbing to his wounds, and when falling unconscious, being pulled into the open mouth of the anglerfish, finds himself on the other side of a now dormant portal.
There's a dead man in here.
As you all find
That's what I say
yourself
when I go home.
currently in the frozen tunnels of the Frostfell.
Are we still underwater?
You are still underwater.
Gotcha.
The tunnels are full of water.
Is it a dead straight tunnel?
I mean, I'm just a human body.
If you've ever seen some of the pictures and videotape of people who go down underneath the glaciers, it looks like running water has created these, finding soft spots wherever it could. So it meanders a bit, but it's a natural looking tunnel.
This isn't a worked
Correct.
tunnel.
Correct.
Okay.
They're smooth. They're definitely smooth, but it's water smoothed,
Got it.
not
Like,
not by hand or by magic.
Gotcha.
like the Mount Tanner.
Someone had brought
Yeah.
me back. Someone had brought me back to 6 health points. You
Hi.
did, which I appreciate. So I get to keep my shoes.
You guys can wait a couple seconds.
No.
It's gonna
I'm
be
gonna go
cold
ahead and
in
suggest to
shoes.
everyone. I think we should at least take a moment to go ahead and rest. I have no more spell slots. I have no more spells that I can cast at a very high level at the moment. I can go ahead and create a small hut for us to go ahead and spend the night in. We can take our long rests. We can recover what was lost, including health.
So what he's saying, now's a chance to assert dominance over Dothmeyer.
Let me put it a little bit clearer. I'm taking a long rest whether you like it or not.
He's weak and frail and has no health.
You're just gonna wake up and Gyat's just gonna like.
Just ram his
No, you better unless you're keen on losing them.
He can AES too, he can lose one.
Instead of it being a ranged spell, if I make a melee spell attack with lightning bolt against him, does he still get evasion?
We'll figure that out if it happens.
You want to find out?
Not particularly.
Yeah, no.
Dr. I'm sorry, but I'm just imagining R accidentally sneezing on you and just a little bit of like radiant energy comes out of his nose and fucking kills you.
Okay, so
Knees of death.
He can stub his toe at this point and almost kill himself. So.
yeah, right. All right, so I'm starting to cast Leomin's tiny hut. Y'all do
Alright.
what's needed, and after I get it set up, I can go ahead and then cast water breathing for those that need it again.
Okay.
Fair. Follows.
Okay. So we are.
What the fuck happened? Why were you left behind?
My cloak got snagged on something, and I was able to hold on, and yeah, big fucking fish.
The wizard's stronger than the
Lying, he tried to
paladin.
steal
So-
your
I don't think it was so much me being stronger. I think my clothes were just stronger. Yep.
So what?
So you're saying you got sucked in by a giant fish?
Yes, there was a giant anglerfish on the other side of that. On the other side of that wall.
The portal was inside of the fish.
Yes. That's not the first place I would have looked for it either.
Just a quick question, but how are we getting out of here then?
I'm thinking that this dormant portal will activate when we need it to, or we need to do something now to get it to activate.
You did at the end of the last session. You did ask Elise what she knew about it, and from what she could tell, this portal apparently appears to be one direction.
This is the one direction.
So-
So I'm thinking.
Great man.
I'm thinking.
No!
Oh my god.
No!
No, we have to listen to all our albums to get through.
I'm done.
So instead of listening to Nickelback, you listen to Nickelback's butt plugs.
Hey. I'm gonna use that. Next is gonna be that fucking new
Please turn off
DNG
the
band or
light.
some
George
shit.
has Nickelback
Yeah, and I fucking hate y'all for it.
That was coding.
I'm blaming all of you.
Believe me, I
All
know
right.
what you-
Yeah. So, from what you learned, this portal appears to be one directional.
So I might be leaving here, but this might be our way out, not our way in.
Let's not worry about the way out. Let's just keep going.
So, well, after we take our long rest, yes. I'm
Fair.
completely and totally on top with that.
Okay, so we are not
We should set guards tonight. This is unfamiliar.
That's-
Unfamiliar to me. I have no idea.
You can if you want to. We really don't need them.
I'm not comfortable here.
That's fine with you, but at the same time, no other creatures or objects are able to pass through the hut.
No creatures, no objects, no,
No
spells,
spells.
no anything.
Oh,
Shit.
then never mind. Let's.
That's extremely fucking useful.
Yeah.
Sort of protection, then, basically.
It's basically circle of protection, but it lasts for 8 hours.
Let's
Yeah.
all.
Yep. Anybody else can come and go as long as he allows you through the dome, with the exception of Dothramar. Dothramar must stay inside of the dome until the conclusion of the spell. If he exits, it ends.
Yeah, and I have no reason to leave it. So I'll be creating the dome.
Unless Laura runs away with your shoes.
So basically, you can follow me. Then we're splitting the party.
Casting alarm on my. I'm casting alarm on all of my clothes.
So you're casting a circle of alarm around
Not
your
his
person.
hair.
Yes. My clothes, my person, if it's attached to me, it's getting alarm on it.
Well, remember, alarm is an area spell. It's not on you.
Yeah.
It's you would cast it around you.
We had this
Yeah.
discussion.
Yeah. Okay. So y'all are the 9 creatures that can. Well, we're within
Wait,
the 9.
9?
Yeah, I can have up to. I can have up to. I can have up to
We're already
9. I can have up to 9 people inside at any one time.
Jeez.
That's
Yeah,
what she
it's
said.
big.
I have a
That's what Cody said.
But I would prefer to be.
No, at this
safe.
point, he's seen them all.
So we're already at 8. Whatever microcosmos we're
Like 4 or 3. Are we counting words yet?
They're not quite sentient at this point.
Okay.
They're getting there.
Yeah, his STDs aren't quite sentient. Give it another couple years. They need a couple more colonies, a little inbreeding.
I'm
They'll
gonna,
get
like-
sentient.
What if
And
we
I'm
try
gonna
to
add some more like DNA to the
spring
mix.
arrow?
I don't want to hear it. Have you seen Rick and Morty? It would be the sun. It would just be the sun screaming through the sky.